Right, we're going to get started on fitting this Fogstar battery to the van. I know it's going to involve a little bit of work because the size is different and yeah, it's not going to be easy. But stay with us and hopefully you'll be able to see the challenges and the various ways I get around the challenges, because everything's possible. Everything's got a solution. Right, let's get on and do it. If you haven't already checked out the first video, here's a link to it. Okay, so this is where the challenge starts, to get that into there. As you can see, it's a little bit taller, so I need to figure this out. But the seat came off quite easily, 6 bolts. So yeah, this is the task. Well, actually, that was a lot better than I ever imagined or remember. Literally, the battery just pulled out, straight out. So now we need to look at how it fits, or how it's going to fit, and also I need to find some way of securing it with a strap, which I no doubt will buy off eBay. Yeah, so as you can see, it sits too high. There's no way that will work. So I need to come up with some method. I know I can lie the battery down. Maybe I can move that charger slightly over to the right. It seems to be only secured lightly. And if I can do that, maybe it'll work. We will see.
Tomorrow. Meanwhile. 3 weeks later.
Okay, so here's the battery fitted, and what I've done, I've removed the metal base that was on the bottom of this, which is where the normal leisure battery would sit, and I've relocated the charger and the mains distribution, the low voltage distribution fuse box, to facilitate this to go in like this. The problem with this is it's too tall to sit exactly where the leisure battery was. So by seating it here, it sits lower down, and that gives me the ability to locate it under the seat. I've just extended these wires, as you can see, and now all I'm going to do, I'm going to put this chopping board on top of there to protect the terminals so that they don't short out onto the seat base, and then that's it, job done.
20 minutes later.
There we go, there's the chopping board in place, so that will stop the terminals from shorting out. And now we'll just put the seat back on, and that's it, job done.
1 hour later.
Right, so the chair is now back in, all fitted perfectly. It's all back together, and since around about the time now is 6:05, and since around 2 o'clock I've been trying to run the battery down, basically because what I want to do is get it down to 0 and then charge it up fully, just so it kind of calibrates its brain. And so I've had the stereo playing, I've had the amplifier and the subwoofer on, I've got the blowers on, I've got the TV on, I've got the fridge on, the wireless router, all the lights, including the lights outside, and yeah, I'm struggling to run it down, to be honest. This is the app that you get with the Fogstar here. So on my van, I've got this, and this shows me the voltage. Now, if I'd have had my normal sealed lead acid battery, when I press that, this is the house battery, the hab battery. This is the engine battery. It says it's at 12.7 volts, okay, which is great. Now, the difference with lithium is it won't degrade slowly, so it won't go 12.7, 12.6, 12.5. It will literally go 12.6 and then nothing. As you can see here, in terms of the app, it's saying it's constant 13 volts. And it's down to 50% capacity now. I think if my lead acid battery had been on this, it would have been on 0. What I've also done as well, I've switched off the solar, so there's no charge coming into this battery. I just want to deplete it completely, and so far I think it's going to be on all night, which is fine, because the BMS in the battery will automatically shut it off when it gets to the state where it can't produce any more power, so it won't hurt it. But it reckons here that it's got nearly 9 hours worth of power left in it at this this amount of draw, which is unbelievable. As I say, I've got the blowers on. There's no heat, but the blowers are on. As you can see, all of the lights are on, the fridge is on. So yeah, I'm struggling really to draw enough power to actually deplete this.
The next morning.
Right, here we are. This is the next day. It's 10 AM. And the battery's been on all night with the lights on and the blowers on. And according to the display, it's still got lots of power, but clearly being lithium, it doesn't drop the voltage like a lead acid does, so that readout won't be right. But with the app, we can see it's still got 4.6 amp hours left. So at the current power usage of 76-ish watts, it's got 46 minutes worth, which is awesome. Can't believe it. It's been on all night. So what we're going to do, we're going to wait for it to get down to 0 and see what it does, and then we're going to switch the mains on and charge it. And we're doing this because we want to calibrate the BMS. So we want the BMS to know where 0 is, and we want it to know where 100% is. This is what Fogstar recommend. So yeah, hopefully in half an hour-ish, we'll come back and that'll be 0.
A few moments later.
Right, so here we are. The time now is 10:40 and it's off. So it's run out of charge. Everything's off in the van. Yeah, no power. So what we're going to do now is put it on charge and then wait.
A few moments later.
Right, so it's now on charge, and you can see it's pulling 16 amps. At the moment 12 volts, but that will go up. And it reckons that the charge time is 6 hours 28 minutes. So yeah, hopefully around about 4:30, 5 o'clock, that should be fully charged.
More moments later.
Right, so the time now is 4:30, and well, as you can see, it's got 45 minutes to go until it's 100%. So it's still charging, but yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So probably in around about an hour, that will be full. I won't bother to show you what that looks like. I'm sure you can imagine what it looks like when it's 100%. But yeah, really, really pleased. And that's it now. I'm going to turn off the charger in an hour or so. And then I'll leave it with the solar just trickling some charge into it over the winter. And that's it, job done. So, really happy. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that video. As you can see, it wasn't as easy as maybe what yours would be, depending on how much space you've got. If you haven't already seen part one is about the purchasing of the actual battery, when I went to Fogstar and talked to them and asked them a few questions. And there's a link to that video down in the description. There will be a part 3 to this series, which will be probably in around about 6 months' time after I've used it, and then I'll be able to give you an update about whether it really is as good as I hope it will be, and I'm sure it will be. But anyway, if you like videos like this, then why not go ahead and take a look at some of the other videos that I've done up with the motorhome. But If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment as well. Take care. Bye bye for now.